Let's see photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect means you have to take any metal surface. So we are taking any metals, means the metal atom. Metals is nothing but atoms. They contain some electrons are present in their valence shells or in their orbitals. In their orbits, they contain electrons are present. Now we are following some frequency of light or energy of light. How much energy of light we are using? H nu. So certain suitable energy of light or certain frequency of light is fall on the surface of the metal. So what is the metal energy is equal to H nu. That metal energy is also known as threshold energy. The threshold energy is also known as work function. Just I mentioned as H nu naught. H nu naught. Now that incident light energy should be more than this H nu naught. Then what happens, man? The excess of energy utilized to remove of electron from the surface of the metal. Means they eject some electrons. Some electrons are ejected from the surface of the metal when a certain frequency of light is fall on the surface of the metal. The electrons are ejected means moving. Electrons are moving. What type of energy they have? The electrons having kinetic energy. What is that kinetic energy formula? Kinetic energy symbol is Ka is equal to half mv square. M means mass of electron, V means velocity of electron. So now according to this, what is that photoelectric effect means? Suitable frequency of light is fall on the surface of the metal, then the electrons are ejected from the surface. Then the electrons are ejected from the surface. Okay, so that phenomenon is known as photoelectric effect. So when photoelectric effect will be observed, some certain frequency of light, certain frequency of light means it has certain energy. That energy, certain energy of light or radiations fall on the surface of the metal. Then some electrons are removed from the surface. That phenomena is known as photoelectric effect. That phenomena is known as a photoelectric effect. So how much energy of light, incident light we are using, that energy should be more than the energy of metal surface. Energy of metal surface. That energy of metal surface is known as threshold energy. So how much amount of minimum requirement energy we need to use for the removal of electrons? So that minimum frequency of light required to remove of electrons from the surface of the metal is known as threshold energy. Is known as a threshold energy. That minimum energy, and that frequency is known as threshold frequency. So the minimum frequency of light required to remove of electrons from the surface of the metal is known as threshold frequency, and that energy is known as threshold energy or work function. It is always equal to H nu. Now that minimum energy, how it is useful? That minimum energy is useful to overcome the attractive forces between the nucleus and electron. So already I said, see this chalk piece I hold it tightly with this hand. Yes ma, just try to understand first. Listen carefully. It's very easy concept. General example you have to listen. I hold it this chalk with what happens ma, some attractive forces between my hand and this chalk. Now that's why I am able to hold. Now externally I used some energy to I try to remove this chalk from this hand. The external energy should be more than this energy. Then only this chalk will comes outside. So the minimum amount of energy, how much minimum amount of energy or minimum frequency required for the removal of electron. Instead of this chalk piece, you have to keep in your mind electrons. So that minimum frequency or minimum amount of energy required to removal of electrons. That frequency is known as threshold frequency. Symbol is nu naught. And that energy is known as threshold energy and is also called as work function, represented by H nu naught. Okay, so when the electrons will comes outside from the surface of the metal, the energy of incident light more than the threshold energy, then the electrons will come outside. So the electrons are coming outside means what type of energy they have? They have kinetic energy. That kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. Half m means mass of electron, v means velocity of electron. So from this, some certain frequency or certain energy of incident light is fall on the surface of the metal, then the electrons are ejected from the surface of the metal. That phenomenon is known as that phenomenon is known as photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect. So in this photoelectric effect, the incident light energy, how much more? H nu. Because energy formula, what is that energy formula? H into nu. H means Planck constant. Because already we have studied E is equal to H nu. Because the light energy is in the form of photons or in the form of quantum. That energy, each quantum energy is equal to H nu. That energy should be more than the threshold energy, then the electrons will come out. So how much energy were utilized? That utilized energy is equal to H nu naught plus kinetic energy. Because certain energy, this energy should be more than this H nu naught, then only some electrons will come outside. That electrons energy is in the form of kinetic energy. That's why Ke. Ke means kinetic energy. So how much energy of incident light we are used is equal to sum of the threshold energy plus kinetic energy. Threshold energy plus kinetic energy. Okay, students. Now, then H nu is equal to H nu naught plus kinetic energy formula what ma? Half mv square. Half mv square. So this is the formula. So the incident light energy is equal to H nu naught plus half mv square. H naught plus half mv square means the excess of energy is utilized to removal of electrons. So the electrons have kinetic energy. The kinetic energy formula is equal to half mv square. Half mv square. Now, where nu is equal to incident light frequency. Nu naught is equal to threshold energy. So threshold frequency means the frequency of metal. Because the metals having some energy. Nucleus, the metal having nucleus is present. The nucleus having some energy. That energy is utilized to hold or attract the electrons. Attract the electrons. It is used to hold the electrons. Then the incident light energy is more than the threshold energy. Then what happens? The excess energy is utilized to remove of electron. That concept is known as photoelectric effect. Therefore, incident light energy is equal to the threshold energy plus kinetic energy. So, this formula also we can write as nu is equal to what ma? C by lambda. Hc by lambda is equal to Hc by lambda naught plus half mv square. Hc by lambda is equal to Hc by lambda naught plus half mv square. Lambda means incident light wavelength. Lambda naught means threshold wavelength, threshold energy or threshold frequency. Then related threshold wavelength. Threshold wavelength. M means mass of electron. V means velocity of electron. That points we need to remember. And here very important concept is conditions when the electrons will come out. Here three important conditions are present. Conditions. If nu less than nu naught. Nu less than nu naught means the incident light frequency should be less when compare the frequency of metal or threshold frequency, then what happens now? How much energy are utilized? That energy is not sufficient to remove of electron. Not sufficient to remove of electron. Therefore, H nu less than H naught means H naught is more when compared the H nu incident light. Then no electrons will eject. No electrons ejected. So no photoelectric effect. No photoelectric effect observed. See the first condition, the frequency of metal surface means threshold frequency is more. For example, I hold this chalk very tightly. I used less amount of energy to remove this chalk. Then what happens? I can't remove this chalk. That's why the frequency, threshold frequency or threshold energy is more. When compared that incident light, then that light energy is not sufficient to remove of electron. Means that's why no electrons are ejected. No electrons are ejected, then no photoelectric observed. That is first condition. Second condition, let's see. Incident light means whatever the light I am used, that light has more frequency when compared to that threshold frequency. Then automatically what happens now? H nu is more than H naught. Then electrons are ejected. Electrons are ejected. So electrons are ejected means then photoelectric effect is present. This is second condition. Next, third condition. Third condition. Nu is equal to nu naught means how much incident light frequency are utilized. That incident light frequency is exactly equal to the threshold frequency. Then H nu is equal to H nu naught. In that case, then kinetic energy of electrons is equal to 0. So in this case also electrons will not eject. But how much energy it utilizes? That energy is exactly useful to overcome the attractive forces between the nucleus and electrons. Useful to overcome the attractive forces between the nucleus and electrons. But kinetic energy is equal to 0. Means no electrons are ejected. So when that electrons are ejected or photoelectric effect is observed when the incident light frequency is more when compared the threshold frequency. When compared that threshold frequency. In that case only the electrons will ejected. Then H nu is equal to H nu naught plus K kinetic energy. H nu is equal to H naught plus K. Now from this condition, the kinetic energy is equal to H nu minus H nu naught. Then H you have to take common. Otherwise, just leave it. Kinetic energy is equal to H nu minus H nu naught. Then Hc by lambda minus Hc by lambda naught. Then you have to take common Hc, then 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. So kinetic energy is equal to H nu minus H naught. Then H nu is nothing but Hc by lambda minus hc by lambda naught. hc, h means Planck constant, c means velocity of light, velocity of light. Then it is a constant both. That's why HCI will take as common, then 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. So from this equation, kinetic energies depends on, kinetic energies mainly depends on the frequency of incident light. Depends on frequency of incident light and wavelength, but not intensity. But not intensity. So here very important graphs. We have to discuss about some graphical representation. So three conditions we need to remember. So at what condition the photoelectric effect is observed? The incident light frequency is more than threshold frequency, then photoelectric effect is observed. In other case, at what conditions electrons will not be ejected? The incident light frequency is less than threshold frequency or may be equal. At what condition kinetic energy of electrons is equal to 0? The incident light frequency is equal to threshold frequency. Incident light frequency is equal to threshold frequency. Then the kinetic energy will be equal to 0. So in this second condition, the photoelectric effect is present, then h mu is equal to h naught plus Ke. Then kinetic energy is equal to h mu minus h naught. Is also nothing but hc into 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. 1 by lambda minus 1 by lambda naught. Now, very important point for JEE means they are asked this graphical representation. Now, kinetic energy. First condition, electrons are not ejecting, means there is no photoelectric effect. Then kinetic energy of electrons is 0 only because the electrons are not removing. But at what conditions exactly kinetic energy is equal to 0? Then both frequencies are equal. Means incident light frequency is equal to threshold frequency, then incident light energy is equal to threshold energy, then Ke is equal to 0. Ke is equal to 0. So how much energy are utilized? That energy is exactly sufficient to overcome the attractive forces between the nucleus and electrons. Then the electrons are just coming to the surface, but they are not moving. That's why kinetic energy is equal to 0. In that case also photoelectric effect is not observing. Only in one case photoelectric effect is observed. In that case that incident light energy is equal to threshold energy plus kinetic energy of electrons. Okay, so note the first point. Kinetic energy of electrons depends on frequency, wavelength, lambda, incident light frequency as well as a wavelength, because this nu value is increases and lambda value is decreases, kinetic energy increases because the kinetic energy is equal to h nu minus h naught. With value, this value, when this value will be increases, the frequency is increases, h nu value increases. Then the kinetic energy value increases, then the lambda will be decreases. Because nu is inversely proportional to wavelength. Nu is inversely proportional to wavelength. Yes, I will write right side, don't worry. Okay. Kinetic energy of electrons depends on the incident light frequency and wavelength. If frequency is increases, the wavelength of incident light decreases, then kinetic energy is increases. But it does not depends upon intensity. Intensity of incident light. Intensity of incident light means kinetic energy, intensity. It does not depends on intensity of incident light. What is the meaning of intensity? Intensity means crowdness. More number of incident lights means maybe, for example, in classroom 10 members are present, or maybe 20 members are present, or maybe 50 members are present. When compared that 10, 20, 50 members means more crowd is there. Means that is called intensity. Means more number of incident light radiations are passing on the surface of the metal, then more electrons will eject. But the kinetic energy, the electrons are coming, but their energy, more number of radiations, light radiations with same energy. Then intensity increases, but the energy of incident light should be constant. That's why the intensity is independent on kinetic energy. But the intensity of incident light is increases. This intensity increases, more electrons ejected. So more number of the intensity of light is increases, intensity of incident light is increases, more number of electrons are ejected. But kinetic energy does not depends upon the intensity of incident light. That's why graph kinetic energy with respect to intensity. Important one, this for JEE. Among the following, which is correct graphical representation with respect to kinetic energy of electrons and intensity of incident light or radiations? Independent. But intensity increases, more number of electrons will come out. But all electrons having same velocity because the energy is same. Energy is same. But energy of incident light is increases, then the kinetic energy will be increases. So the kinetic energy is directly proportional to the energy of incident light or frequency of incident light. Frequency of incident light, but is independent on intensity. Okay, that's why the kinetic energy of electrons with respect to intensity is independent or constant. Then the graph will comes parallel to the intensity line. Let it may be x-axis or it may be y-axis. So this kind of questions they are asking in JEE and NEET examination. So among the following, which is correct graphical representation? So this is one important graph from this photoelectric effect. The next important graph is let's see. Already here I written kinetic energy. The second point. The kinetic energy is equal to h nu minus h nu naught. H nu minus h naught. This equation you have to imagine that y is equal to mx plus c. Y is equal to mx plus c. Then y is equal to ke, kinetic energy, comma x is equal to frequency, and c is equal to minus h nu naught. Means intercept minus h naught. Then graph, how it will comes this graph. So the negative intercept is present means it touches the negative axis, negative y coordinate. So this is y axis, this is x axis. Okay, on the y axis what we are taking? Kinetic energy we are taking. On the x axis what we are taking? Frequency we are taking. Now y is equal to mx plus c line. Y is equal to mx plus c, but it is negative intercept. Negative intercept means it touches the negative coordinate of the y axis like this. This is c is equal to minus h naught. touches somewhere, negative coordinate of the y-axis. Now this is slope. Slope m is equal to, what is that my m value h? Planck constant. So like that graph will comes. Not graph. Is a positive intercept is present means graph will comes like y is equal to mx positive, but it is negative intercept. This graph is extended down like. Okay, students. So that graphical representation is very important. Now the third important point. Photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect means it is the phenomena of removing of electrons from the surface of the metal. For example, this metal you have to imagine that sodium metal, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium. These all are first year group elements. Alkaline metals, size increases from top to bottom. Which having more size? Cesium having more size. When compared that lithium has small size. Then what happens with the electrons? Lithium contains 3 electrons are present. In the 3 electrons they are tightly held by the nucleus because its size is very small. Size is very small. Then it holds electrons very strongly. To remove that electrons it requires more energy. To remove that electrons from lithium metal, it requires more energy. When compare that sodium, when compare that potassium, when compare that rubidium, when compare that cesium. So, which having more threshold energy order. Just wait, man. So lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium and cesium. Threshold energy order. Threshold energy order. So which have more threshold energy? Lithium having more than sodium, and then potassium, and then rubidium, and then cesium. Because the lithium having small size, threshold energy is directly proportional to size. Sorry, inversely proportional to size. Small size having more threshold energy. Then electrons ejected order are which shows photoelectric effect order. Among this lithium, sodium, potassium, which can easily involves in photoelectric effect. When compared the lithium, sodium can easily involve. When compared the sodium, potassium, and then rubidium, and then cesium. Because cesium size is more, can eject electrons easily. Can eject electrons easily. Cesium size. That's why the size increases, the threshold energy decreases. Threshold energy decreases. So which having lower threshold energy, they can eject electrons very easily. So for removal of electrons, the minimum frequency is sufficient or minimum energy is sufficient or lower energy is sufficient. That's why they can show more easily in photoelectric effect. These are the main important points related to objective exam from photoelectric effect. Okay, students. Now, next important concept is electromagnetic spectrum. Actually, this concept I need to discuss early in wave theory of light. There only, just I forgot. Now, listen. Electromagnetic spectrum. electromagnetic spectrum or EMR spectrum. Electromagnetic radiation spectrum. Electromagnetic spectrum. Already we know that electromagnetic radiations. So here spectrum means what, ma? It is a photographic plate, means image. Image is known as a spectrum. So here that electromagnetic radiations we have to arrange systematically with the increasing order of wavelength or decreasing order of the frequency is known as electromagnetic spectrum. The systematic arrangement of electromagnetic radiations with increasing order of wavelength or decreasing order of frequency. Increasing order of wavelength or decreasing order of frequency known as electromagnetic spectrum. See, what are the electromagnetic radiations? Wavelength order. Wavelength order of electromagnetic radiations. Increasing wavelength order means cosmic rays. Cosmic rays having very low wavelength and having more frequency or more energy. Cosmic rays, gamma rays, X-rays, then UV rays, then visible radiations, then infrared radiations, infrared means IR, infrared radiations, then microwaves, then TV waves, and then radio waves. See, these are the different electromagnetic radiations. That cosmic rays up to highest wavelength. From this order only they are asking some questions. Among the following, which is correct wavelength order, which is correct frequency order? So wavelength increases, frequency decreases. So cosmic rays having low lambda and more frequency. This radio waves having high wavelength and low frequency. Low frequency. Among these all, they have some specific importance are present. Cosmic rays very harmful and very dangerous. Cosmic rays causes to cancer. Gamma rays also very harmful. X-rays. X-rays already we know that any fractures, bone fracturing is happened, then what they will take? Doctors first they suggest to take one X-ray. Then we know that whether that bones, how they are fractured and how, then they will get idea. After that they will do any treatment. So that is the uses of X-rays. So X-rays also little bit harmful, but more X-rays are affected, then it causes to cancer also. So the hardness, what happens from left to right, it decreases. UV rays also harmful. Ultraviolet radiations also causes to cancer. Visible radiations. So visible radiations means what are they present? The visible radiations or visible light contains 7 colors are present. With here VI, VG, YOR. Next, infrared radiations, IR radiations. Infrared radiation is mainly useful to detection the functional groups present in organic compounds. Functional groups present in organic compounds. Microwaves, TV waves, and radio waves. These microwaves, TV waves, and radio waves mostly we are using in optical fibers. Means then the mobile phones and radios and TV, the channels, how we are working because of these radiations only. Okay, so these are the importances of electromagnetic radiations, and that electromagnetic radiations systematically we are arranging. Systematically, yes ma, Owens, microwaves. So the systematically, the arrangement is known as electromagnetic spectrum or electromagnetic radiation spectrum. Out of that, mostly we know that the wavelength order of visible radiations. The visible radiations lambda is around 3800 to 7600 angstroms. This much range. And UV radiations, the lambda order is equal to 1850 to 3750 angstroms. This range, that range just you remember, not that much important, but sometimes visible radiations wavelength order they will ask, they will wavelength range. So this is the importance of electromagnetic spectrum or electromagnetic radiations. The next class, what is spectrum, what are the different types of spectrums are present, and hydrogen spectrum. Hydrogen spectrum is very important. Then hydrogen spectrum and hydrogen spectrum, it's energy calculations, wavelength calculations, and frequency calculations, all we will discuss. Okay students? Okay, so revise. Next we have redox reactions chapter exam is present. So don't forget and try to practice that concepts and practice that object.